I actually have no idea where we're going, so I'm just following their lead. Ooh, the transmission is so smooth coming from the classic 350 yesterday, whose gearbox is super clunky. I can appreciate the Himi's super smooth gearbox that much more. I can't comment on the suspension yet because this isn't set up for my weight, but I can give a rough, just a first impression. It's nice. I like it. I remember when I test rode the original Himalayan and I commented about how nice the suspension feels compared to normal street bikes. And that has not changed. Oh, and it holds a line beautifully. This is an overtaking spot. If it's clear, well, it wasn't clear. So there is a second phase where we can overtake, see how much pep this thing has in its step. This engine, bro, it honestly doesn't feel like a Royal Enfield engine with how quickly and how fast it likes to build revs. Royal Enfield have truly outdone themselves with the new Himi. Because when I test rode the older Himalayan, the 411, it was so slow. So freaking slow. Not a review, just a first impressions video. The engine braking isn't that hard. Oh, a cat! And a dog. Oh shoot, I thought we were going straight. That would have been a disaster. Oh, let's see the 21-inch. Oh, no problem. No problem. This is it, I guess. The beginning of the off-road section. Let's go, Himi. Oh yeah. Ay, 60. Lalabaw. Hindi mo na makita dire. Okay, para maklaro akong kabanga. Yeah, you might be asking, if I have no experience doing off-road trails or whatever, why the hell did I agree to this proposition? To this invite. So Dexter is going to be getting footage of me, and I will be trying my best to get up this thing. no problemo for the Himi. Slight problemo for me. A going down shot. Wait. Oop. So that's ABS off. Or that was ABS on. Whoa! 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 Pretty good, I gotta say. I mean, I don't have any experience, but it makes it feel easy. Buntag. Of course, the locals will show you how it's done because they do this often. Bro, I am sweating a lot. Yeah, like I said, this is my first time going off-road. Well, this isn't even. I mean, I'm not sure if that would have been considered as a technical road, but it was a challenge to me, and I don't care what anyone else says. That was a challenge. It was something new, and it feels refreshing to push myself onto something new. Yes, I know I'm not wearing the right gloves. And these rubbers on the foot peg should have been removed before we started this shit. Up, 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 up. It is, of course, quite scary. I'm sweating so much more than I usually sweat under this jacket because It is a bit scary. Scary, scary. Scary, scary. Oh, oh, oh. Rocks are scary. Rocks are scary. Rocks are scary. Rocks are scary. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Lingaw eh. Pisti. Masayon pa ang banking-banking. Layo ra jud kayo. Skills good kayo. Lahi kayo siya nga skills. If I had respect for riders like Chris Birch, Paul Tares, and the like before, I have so much more for them now. So now we're going to some place called Apollo. Yeah, some place called Apollo. I do not know where that is, so I'm following Dexter. So how was the first part of that off-road experience? I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary. I am much more used to the road than I am off-road, but it was fun. You know, like they say, do something every day that scares you. So in an effort to make this video shorter, see you when we get there. Oh, this is a playground. Mode change denied. Again. Oh hell yeah, this is a playground, dude. Why the fuck do you turn it back on? Playground man ni dire Dex. Picture sa tawon nabi. Oh dude, this is just a huge freaking playground. Oops, almost fell. Yeah, dude. This 450 Hemi is so much fun. I mean, I'm not the most skilled off-road rider out there, but I can confidently say that. Woo! that was what we call a skid, since the rear ABS is switchable. Hi, Anita. That side stand leans the bike pretty far off center. It's fine for when on the street on the highway, but when you're on uneven ground, especially on off-road situations like this, it does get a bit scary. And it's pretty top heavy too. But it does skids, which I found out just now. First time skidding? No. First time skidding intentionally. Yeah, pretty nice bike. So for now, I'm going to rest for a while because it's pretty hot, and we'll get back to talking about the bike in a bit. I removed the rubber from the foot pegs. See how it feels. Ah! Mojo lagi nilisod. It's a bit hard to get it up from the center stand, I mean the side stand. Rear ABS off. Some nice skids. This looks like a fun path. Oh, it feels so much nicer without the foot peg rubbers. Again, I'm not a pro off-roader. But the bike makes me feel like one. Not really, but at least it's not intimidating. Oh yeah, soaking up the bumps really well. I don't know where I'm going. Napong! Don't know where I'm going. Oh, so this is where that leads. Nasaan ko kadali? Okay, let's try to make that climb. We're starting from here to there. Be, kalingaw. We've started our way back home. I've had my fun on the Himi 450 on some light trails. I mean, I'm not sure if you would consider almost ran over a bird. Don't know if you would consider that a trail, but it was an off-road playground. So yeah, I've had my fun there. I know this wasn't supposed to be a review, and it still is not. But now I have at least a better opinion about the bike. I would say it's a pretty good deal. But I asked about the price, and base price is at 345k, and that's for the basic version. Now remember, I said that I jumped at this opportunity because I wanted to dabble in adventure bikes. So I was choosing between this, the Himi 450, and the CF Moto 450 MT. Now that's a twin cylinder bike, also with switchable ABS, but with wheels that are 18 and 21, rear 18, front 21. Yeah, twin cylinder, switchable ABS, off-road focused tire sizes, wheel sizes, and it comes at a cheaper or less expensive price of 328,900 pesos. And there's no different like trim levels on the 450 MT. Besides, the trim levels on the Himi are only, paint jobs. If the base price of the Himalayan was a little lower, at least here, because based on my research, it was supposed to be 338, just 10,000 pesos more expensive than the 450 MT. Neutral yan ibalik. Taro di ay. Trip preference, my vehicle, system, clock, fuel consumption, temperature, language, motorization. How do I go back? Home. Information. Oh. Oh my god, so hard to access the menu. Appearance. Screen type. I like analog better. Finally, back to the value proposition. This bike, the Himi 450, has the tech that Royal Enfield lacked in their current lineup. First of all, liquid cooling, a TFT display, ride-by-wire throttle. I think the only thing missing is traction control. Does this bike have traction control? I do know, as we have experimented on earlier, that the ABS is switchable, at least in the rear. That's all you need anyway. But I'm not sure if this bike has traction control. To my knowledge, no bike from Royal Enfield comes with liquid cooling except this one. This was the first ever Royal Enfield bike to have liquid cooling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And you can tell that Royal Enfield went all out on this one with a better, more modern yet still keeping a touch of classic design, and TFT screen, ride-by-wire, switchable ABS on the Himalayan platform. Those developments are nice to see as a Royal Enfield enthusiast. So aside from the specs, I mean, anyone can read a spec sheet. How about the intangibles about the bike? How does the bike make me feel? Well, for one, it makes me feel like a pro on the off-road course. And it's also super comfortable. The riding position is, I think, just right. I'm sure I failed to mention this. There is a USB-C charging point over here. Charging port. Point works as well. Point is, you can charge. So I'm trying to turn ABS off on the fly, which I can't. But we're made to stop. So now I have it off. The rear ABS is off. So again, how do I feel on the bike? It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. The riding position is perfect for me, I think, though the mirrors are a bit small. And it makes me feel like a pro off-road, which of course I am not. So anyway, that was our first sort of fuller experience on the Himalayan 450, and I can't wait for a longer term review on this, maybe a weekend camping using this bike. I'm going to have to negotiate that with Royal Enfield. So thank you very much for watching, and read up on my thoughts in the description below. See ya!